In this video, I will be discussing environmental health. This is our external world. This is our work or home environment, or basically our surroundings. This is the fourth video in an 8-part series discussing the 8 elements of health. The 8 elements of health is an approach to health and wellness that looks at the complexity of what it means to be a human and how all those parts relate to our overall health and wellness. So stay tuned. Hi, this is Tara with Be Well Healthy Living, a channel dedicated to all things health and wellness that helps you to not only just live, but to thrive. Today's video, I will be discussing environmental health. That is all about how everything around us affects our overall health. Our environmental health affects us more than we realize. It starts from the moment we wake up till the time we put our head on that pillow and close our eyes and fall asleep. So it could be from the moment you wake up and are you waking up into a house that has order, or are you waking up to a house that has chaos and clutter everywhere? When you shuffle off to work, are you going to a workspace that you feel good about, that you feel good in, or do you feel like it's unhealthy for you based off of the relationships or even the environment? Could be even the lighting. Lighting plays a big impact in your overall health. It could be if you are exposed to toxins within those environments. Are you breathing in toxic chemicals? Is there mold in your environment? These are all things that we need to look at that affect our overall health. Environmental health can even expand to the area outside your home, your community, your city, your state. Do you live in a community that has the same values, that aligns with you? Perhaps you live in a place that don't have the same values, and it frustrates you every time you go to the grocery store and you have to deal with people that you may not necessarily get along with. And it's always good to try and get along with people, but if it's not just where you feel comfortable, and it doesn't have to be anything triggering or anything bad, but if you just don't live in a place that you don't feel comfortable, that you feel like you're in a community of people that you enjoy being around, then even might consider relocating to other areas. Your home environment is another thing that will affect you greatly, because your home is where you come home to when you're at the end of a long work day, or you've been outside for a long day. You want to come home and you want to be able to retreat. You want to be able to have a kitchen that is orderly and clean so you can prepare fresh and good foods for you. You want to have a bedroom that is free of clutter and peaceful and calm, not full of chaos, so that way you can have a calm and restful night's sleep. Can also have how you relate to the people that are in your home. Perhaps you have a partner that you don't get along with. It maybe that's a sign that maybe you need to take a deep dive into how your relationship functions, and there's no clashing of tempers. So there's a lot of things between the physical, tangible, how your environment looks and is structured, and the interdynamics, those relational dynamics of the people that are in those environments. For example, let's say your work environment. Let's say you just do not get along with your boss, and you and your boss just clash all the time. That is not a constructive work environment. So you might want to consider, is this the best possible place for me to work? Because it's creating unnecessary stress in my environmental health aspect. Another thing to look at when it comes to your environmental health is lighting. What kind of light we have. In fact, we're constantly in front of screens, and having that blue light that's coming in front of our faces and in our eyes so much can affect our overall health, and we don't even realize it because we use our screens for everything. We watch TV, we're on our phones, we like to lay in bed on our phones, but we have no idea how that affects our circadian rhythm and other things in our health. So we have to be aware. We have to be aware of all these things that are around us that can affect our health in other ways and have bigger impacts that we don't even realize. Are you exposed to toxic chemicals that you're breathing in? Does your home or workplace have mold exposure that you're exposing yourself to that can have horrible detriments on your health? So these are all things that we need to look at because they do impact us greatly. And we often don't think about the environment and the world around us as a health aspect, but it is really powerful how it affects us, because it's kind of that unseen thing. It's seen, but it's unseen because we don't really think about it. We don't really think about this is affecting my health. So we need to really pay a close attention. And are we creating a world around us where we feel calm, where we feel positive, where we feel nourished, where we can relax, where we can get energized when we need to get energized? So those are all things that we want to look at when it comes to environmental health. Now, I'm going to break this video down into 3 parts: what good environmental health looks like, what it looks like when there's stress in environmental health. And again, stress means when it's out of alignment, and what you can do to help improve your environmental health. So the first thing is, let's take a look at what positive environmental health looks like. Home free of clutter, no water damage or mold present, access to green spaces, enjoy the place where you work, enjoyment from staying home, laughter in the home and workplace, living in an area that aligns with your values, peaceful interactions with family or roommates, extremely limited exposure to toxic chemicals, healthy air quality, work-life balance, no allergens present, time invested in enjoyable hobbies, and feeling rested. So these are some examples. Now, again, this list is not the end-all list, but this is a good start. Symptoms of environmental stress. So these are areas where you might where you might need to make some fixes and you might need to make some changes. Now, as I'm reading this list, pay attention and think about your own life as I'm reading through this list, and see if there's anything that kind of hits home with you that you think about that you might want to work on. Too much clutter in the home, physical sickness, no time spent outside in green spaces, anger when interacting with people in the community, job incompatibility or poor management, too much screen time, dread going to work, dread being home, using light bulbs that are too cool spectrum, hidden mold or other toxins, agitation, depression. And again, this list is not the end-all list. This is just an example of some of the things some symptoms that might happen if your home work environment is out of alignment, if there's areas of stress in your environment. So now let's talk about the tips. These are things that you could actually do that will help improve the quality of your environmental health. Seek new employment if not happy. Take items to secondhand store and declutter. Replace light bulbs with warm spectrum. Add soft blankets to decor. Search for self-care items with less toxins. Clean air filters. Open the windows to let in light and fresh air. Spend time outside of the city. Add green plants to work or home. Use music to create a relaxing space. Look for new housing if not at peace. Find your happy place. Visit places you love. Set up a cleaning schedule. Use more natural cleaning products. Hopefully some of those tips can give you some good ideas. There is so much to talk about. There's so much content that I'd like to get out there. And eventually I'll be doing videos on all of these topics, on all of these subjects. I'll be breaking down these lists even more. And there's just not enough hours in the day to get it all done, but I have a lot of content to go over. So this is a great time to tell you, if you haven't already done so, please like or subscribe, and please hit that bell notification so you will get notifications when I do post videos, because I do plan on continuing with this topic and all the 8 elements of health and anything that is health and wellness related. Now, this was the 4th video in an 8-part series in discussing environmental health. So now the 5th one, the 5th element of health, and that's the next video, is dietary health. So that is going to be about all things related to what we ingest in the food that we eat. So to watch that video, click right here on this video and you can watch and learn more about your dietary health. Thank you so much for watching, and peace, blessings, and good health. Bye-bye.